We about to open up a whole can of primatology discussion. So sit your candy ass down, because it's monkey time, bitch. Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit to a reasonable volume so as to be considerate of others.
Monkeys go directly to hell.
Let's fuck him, Chandran.
Hello, welcome to the Gorilla Radio Show. I'm your host, Tanner.
What is going on, you
Oh, you
guys?
can't even access this by full name.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's start over.
What up, guys?
What's going on, you guys?
Hey, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to
What is up,
episode
everybody?
58.
What is going on, you guys?
Today? Greg started playing Elden Ring.
I haven't
It's
stopped
he's a
in 5
changed
days.
man. He's a new person entirely. He
Turns
no
out
longer has bad
Turns
opinions
out I don't
on
need
video
map games. Turns out I need this.
Turns out Greg just needs to swing a really big stick really hard at
real
someone's
video
head.
gaming.
Sword from Dead Wolfman.
Oh.
What is it? Blythe in Elden Ring, or is that Dark Souls still?
No.
Blade-
I think he's using the Bloodhound.
Bloodhound's Fang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway, look at this cool fucking.
I don't think he's
Whole
seen
Foods soda.
other Wolfman.
Oh, okay.
I have seen other Wolfman, I think.
Yeah, you've probably seen.
Blythe.
Yeah,
Why
I've
is how
seen
you
him,
get
so
the
definitely
Bloodhound's Fang. I'm going down the Night Witch thing, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he sort of beats the shit out of that guy with you.
He did the whole fucking
Anyways.
fight for me, is what he did.
I've been playing the DLC while I've been doing my lemur research. So, anyways,
The next plan is kill AIDS Dragon.
okay. It's called Scarlet Rot, but that's all right. So,
You know what it
episode
is.
58. Today we're going to be.
It's an analogy for AIDS.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yo!
entirely true.
Episode 58, guys.
Episode 58. What? That's so many episodes, y'all.
No
Can you believe that?
way.
So I've been doing my
we
my
should
lemur
start doing
research.
the podcast like we hate each other. Like we're just like 58 episodes. No way I can sit in the studio with you guys that many.
I can't believe I haven't murdered you guys yet.
Oh my god, we should do like the Call Her Daddy girls. Just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to do another episode of the pod with you.
You know, I sorry to just talk at the beginning of the episode, but you know, sometimes you just gotta
That's
talk.
fine. You got to get it out of the way.
I've realized maybe I should go listen to more podcasts, because I don't know if y'all know this at home. I don't really listen to podcasts.
We're
So
dog
I don't
shit
really
at
have a
it.
great reference point for what a good podcast sounds like. I
Nice.
just get here and talk, and y'all have to deal with it.
Yeah, but that's the basic idea of it, I feel like.
Yeah, simple enough.
We're like far too.
We made it this
We're
far.
far too unable to channel ourselves. Like most podcasts, kind of generally follow the topic. Sorry, Austin.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't wait
but,
to blow through Austin's 23 pages of notes for today and not pay attention to any of it.
What the fuck?
No, I think most of that is no. Most of that is just
Pictures,
screenshots.
yeah.
23 pages of fucking screenshots, Austin.
I
What are
didn't
you-
resize
what are you, a
them.
woman
They weren't
scorned?
loading.
Oh, by the way, okay, so let's get to real topics here.
Those are
We're
mostly
at
just for
Gorilla Radio
our
Show.
viewing pleasure.
Welcome to Gorilla Radio Show. I have an update about
How many times are you going to say
Dr.
welcome to fucking
Patrick
Gorilla Radio
Fleege.
Show?
Oh yeah, what's the update?
Oh,
I
yeah.
received in the mail today, or the other day, an envelope from his Seattle P.O. box.
Nice.
Okay.
Containing
Rice.
a series
Hey, Werther's original.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. A series of original postcards that his office released.
Oh shit!
That's awesome.
These go from like 90 to like, I guess we saw the 2001 season's greeting in the front of the big American flag, but this earliest one is from 1990. Dr. Pat Fleege with brown hair
No way.
and PJ. And
That rocks,
he even
actually.
included this Polaroid of PJ's office cage
That fucking rocks.
Oh, there's a great 1989 season's greeting with Dr. Fleege as Santa riding a rocking horse with PJ.
Oh my god.
I'm going to
We need
scan
to
all these,
preserve
and
these. Yeah,
we
upload them
will
to the
upload them for your viewing pleasure to the Twitter. And we'll also
I mean,
put
honestly,
on the Patreon if you want like high res.
Yeah, definitely
images.
in our Discord, absolutely.
They'll be in our Discord. We'll have a.
They'll be in our
the
Discord
Patreon
for the
high
blackmail.
res.
Blackmail tier is where they'll be.
No, this won't be blackmail. I think everyone
blackmail.
deserves to see this.
I think we just put this up for free on the Patreon.
I think $10 more. And
what
you
year
guys
is
can
this?
see 'em.
This is a really cute one. It's very vintage. It's like very faded. But
hell yeah, like
this is
sepia
bad
tone.
radio because I'm going through pictures right here and y'all can't see them. But the links will be down below.
You're gonna see them.
You will
You're gonna
see them.
see them.
They're really really cute. Once again,
Yeah.
big shout out to
So
Dr.
make sure you
Pat,
join our Discord
Dr. Fleege
to
for
see that shit.
This is
Shout
I don't
out
really know
Dr.
what his
Fleege.
costume is supposed to be here. He's wearing like a fake mustache and a blonde wig. I don't really know.
I don't know. If
That's gotta
supposed to
be-
Is that supposed to?
This
That's gonna be
lady
anchored
is
in
in
the
a
year
bib.
it came out.
It's got to be a 2000. This is 2000. This is this is the one before the disaster,
big one.
before tragedy.
Yeah.
In 1991, he is dressed like a leprechaun.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Anyway, yeah, these are.
I like that there's also a Halloween pumpkin in the background of that one as
I
well.
think
Just
it's
like me,
season's
dude.
greeting.
You're-
Was that an
you're
intentional
fucking
bit?
shit.
Yeah, I think this is their. I think they sent this out during Halloween. They're all dressed up. Everybody
see.
in the office is dressed up.
I see.
It's very
that's
cute.
fun, then.
It's nice
Season's
to see,
greetings, 1991.
some retro, some vintage photography going on here. Very cute.
It's cool.
Nice.
It
Look at
does
us.
feel very 90s, 2000s. I don't know if y'all have ever gone through like your parents' like family albums and stuff. Like this is what your parents look like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
thank you for that update on Seattle's monkey dentist.
Yeah, thanks so much, Chandler.
updates-
I love doing this podcast with you.
He also taped together and sent me the article that I think his dad wrote. Or that was written about him.
Written about his dad.
Written about
yeah.
his dad, combining psychology and dentistry. This is written by Charlie Cantrell. I believe it was published somewhere in Seattle. Back in the.
You should look up that
90s.
guy's like other articles, and it's all going to be like terrible, like dictatorship apology.
Well, it was written in the
Dictatorship
80s, so
apologia.
probably.
The Seattle
Alright,
Times got
but
it
yeah, so
this
that's
is-
our monkey dentist
That's our
update.
monkey dentist update, folks. And boy,
Me
did we
update
have-
is that the first little batch of my experiments on the lemurs has gone well. I'm not like experimenting on them unethically. I'm just sort of I think I've gone over this before. I'm sort of introducing unfamiliar and familiar sort of social signals to the lemurs, such as vocalizations or scent markings, and interesting results so far. I saw a lemur get bit by a spider, and she freaked out, and it was crazy.
Did
but,
you do that on purpose?
Did you put a spider
No, I didn't
there?
put this.
That's
I didn't put the spider
crazy,
there.
Austin. You can't do that
I
shit.
He's
did
doing
not put the
such
spider there. That was
horrible
not my
animals.
You
fault.
don't know any better. They're a little guy.
But yeah, I'm about to
Elaborate
go
on
tree
interesting
climbing.
results. By the way, what do you mean by interesting results?
Oh, I mean, just that, like, the interesting thing about it is that, like, it wasn't necessarily what I was explicitly looking for, but it was one of the things that I was looking for that was the most obvious result, and it was also the thing that everyone was like, "Yeah, that won't happen."
Oh, really? Everyone thought it wouldn't happen.
They said it wouldn't happen. They said I could
Yeah.
never get the monkey results.
Because honestly, I was also a little bit anxious for you because you kept saying that. Well, all my advisors say that this is going to be a failure of an experiment, man. Like, you said this repeatedly, and I was like, "Well, have you thought?"
Oh,
about
dude,
doing
that
it
sucks,
different?"
man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But no, you won.
You did
I
it.
won.
You
I
proved
won.
The haters
I
wrong.
always win in the end.
This is
The
how
haters and
I
the
win.
losers. You know.
Yeah, I'm about to go to Cornell to climb trees and get some kind of certificate in climbing trees or some bullshit
Nice.
before I go to Thailand.
Well,
But now let's talk about
let me do my
little-
fucking update.
Greg,
Oh
okay.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Greg
Everybody
does stuff
hates
too.
me. Anyway, so
A little bit.
I've been playing on my Elden Ring, and I went to Yellowstone last weekend. And Austin, I have something I need to apologize to you about.
Uh-huh.
I don't think this is making it to Thailand with you.
You forgot to say. No, you can still. Okay, send it to Chandran's address, and I can get it.
We keep saying I'm gonna do it, and then I forget every day.
I'm gonna do it.
He's just not gonna send that hat.
Address and I'm gonna send it.
I'll text it to you right now, so you have no excuse.
You guys need to hold him accountable. Ping him in the Discord every morning and say, "Greg, drop it off at UPS
How
on the
long
way
do
to
I have?
work." I don't know. I mean,
Well, I leave the
worst
country
case
on the
scenario.
19th.
Where are you
Worst
going?
case scenario, I will go
Bitch,
to that
where do
gibbon
you think I'm
sanctuary
going?
and buy a fucking hat myself.
You do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say it like that? I don't think I should have said it like that.
How'd you say it? I didn't hear you. Austin was talking over you.
It's okay, we're fine.
Okay. So yeah, Greg has a little Thai gibbon hat for me from a Thai gibbon sanctuary.
I
Pretty cool.
do.
They mostly take in other animals now, though, because a lot of crazy stuff happening in Thailand.
Incredible things are happening in Thailand, folks.
Incredible thing.
So yeah, let's get into the sort of notes I wrote today. First of all, someone sent me a message and said, "Hey, do you know how King Alexander of Greece died?" And I was like, "No." And I looked at his Wikipedia page. Lo and behold, he got killed by a monkey. That rocks.
Greg, did you know about this and not tell us? I thought you
Why
were the
the hell
history
would
guy.
I know? I ain't fucking Greek.
I don't know. You studied history. Aren't you supposed to know about things that happened in the past?
I only care about shit that's cool.
This guy got killed by a fucking chimp.
Greek,
What did he get killed
though.
by?
This guy had like a really depressing life. Like his father got driven into exile, and then he took over as king, but his father was like, "Don't do that, I'm not dead yet." And so nobody accepted him as king and hated him and like made fun of him every day. No one went to his coronation and he cried.
He was just a soulful white boy.
He was a soulful white boy with a terrible father.
Yeah, no.
Many of us can relate.
I think he renamed some village to Alexandropolis because the previous name sounded too Turkish, which is funny.
That's I gotta give him credit where it's due.
Oh wait, hold on. This is the fucking from the Wikipedia page. Alexander swore the oath of loyalty to the Greek constitution on the afternoon of 11th June 1917 in the ballroom of the royal palace.
1917.
Apart from the
I thought this was like ancient Greece.
No. Apart from the Archbishop of Athens, Theoclitus I, who administered the oath, only King Constantine, Crown Prince George, and the king's prime minister attended. There were no festivities. The 23-year-old Alexander had a broken voice and tears in his eyes as he made this solemn declaration.
Damn.
He knew that he would never hold real power, and neither his father nor his brother had renounced their claims to the throne. Constantine had informed his son that he should consider himself a regent rather than a true monarch. They also refused to call him a king on his gravestone after he got killed by the monkey.
Hey, listen, he got killed by a monkey, dog. Kings don't get killed by monkeys.
He did get killed.
Do we know what kind of monkey he was killed by?
So it says
macaque.
here, a Barbary macaque got into a fight with his German shepherd, and Alexander bravely attempted to separate the two animals, and in the process, the monkey bit him really hard.
Oh, not another monkey attacked and bit him deeply on the leg and torso. He got jumped. The macaques they had like a
it was a second monkey.
It was a diversion tactic, and then the real assassin came out of the
shadows. Got jumped. Yeah, no. So yeah, it said he was bit deeply on the leg and torso. Servants arrived and chased away the monkeys, and his wounds were cleaned and dressed, but not cauterized. He did not consider the incident serious and asked that it not be publicized. He got gangrene and died from the bites.
It's terrible little, what's the word, editorialization or little factoid here. On the 19th of October, he became delirious and called out for his mother, but the Greek government refused to allow her to re-enter the country from exile So little bitch baby crying for his mom. No,
yeah, he was a mama's boy. His mom. There's also another part of the article that says his mom tried calling him when he was in Paris, because they're like, oh, surely they won't prevent me from communicating if he's in Paris, and like a hotel person picked up the phone and said he was busy and hung up on her.
That's crazy.
And never informed him that she called.
Average Parisian concierge.
Yeah, that's true. That's just what they do.
Like, that's just the French are just the rudest people to have ever lived.
Yeah, they didn't even know that she was in exile. Average day for the Parisian customer service worker.
His Majesty is sorry, but he cannot respond to the telephone, is the exact words. Yeah, it said the call was intercepted.
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
Yeah, so
well, now that we're done with this, sorry.
Yeah, no, that was just a fun little history fact for you all.
Life story. It's time for the meat. It's time for the main course.
This is something we usually do in bonus episodes, is we talk about famous individual like chimpanzees or gorillas.
Yep.
But I figured we'll give you a little taste of our bonus content.
On the Patreon, we've talked about, I think, Mo the chimp. Is that one of them? And
Zippy the chimp, Alfred the gorilla.
Yep.
Ponkun.
Yeah, we love to do little celebrity coverage on the Patreon. But this one was really fucking funny. And we also want you to go to this guy's Facebook page. Just follow along.
Yeah. Please follow along this guy's Facebook page as you're listening. This will be
wonderful there.
Let me start this out by saying, though, that I messaged him and asked if he would be willing to interview in person, since I'm going to be in Buffalo. Spoiler, this guy's in Western New York. And he said, sure, can you send me your podcast social media? And I sent him the YouTube video of the monkey dentist interview, and he left me on red. So, maybe I can try again, but
to be fair,
so
in the monkey dentist interview, we did laugh at the mention of 9/11.
I mean,
we burst out into laughter.
Did we?
Funny.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was because you called it his personal 9/11.
I did do that. Yeah. I didn't expect to like Dr. Fleege as much as we did. I was really still in fucking with old guy mode.
Dr. Fleege was great.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know how I feel about this guy.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings going through his Facebook.
Well, we're gonna have even more mixed feelings when he gets his face ripped off.
Well, when he gets his face ripped off, I'm gonna throw my hands up and
as always happens to these guys. There's a 100% failure rate for having a chimp in your house.
I don't think he has chimps anymore, but
yeah. Well, no, hold on. We'll cover this. Yeah. We'll get through this. So let's start from the beginning. Charlie the Karate Chimp. I was put onto this by a Twitter mutual of mine, Guitar Beard on Twitter, posting. I found this picture of me in the yellow shirt in the basement of, and I'm extremely bothered by the fact that I have no memory of this. And it's a picture of him and a chimpanzee within mauling distance. He added, for further context, that's Carmen Presti, who owned and trained Charlie the Karate Chimp. So this put me onto a little rabbit hole, a little trail to follow. National Geographic did a video. Not a video. It was like some TV thing. It was only like 4 minutes-ish long.
Yeah, a segment.
Yeah, a segment. So basically, it starts with footage of Charlie the chimpanzee using an electric drill and hammering in nails.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, by
and then it cuts to Carmen Presti, who, I'm sorry, very unfortunate haircut.
Oh, yeah, like, okay.
I'm glad you got rid of that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got rid of that big dog.
He's balding. He has no hair at the top of his head, but he's let the side of his hair grow out past his shoulders.
It's full skullet.
He's got the Metalocalypse haircut.
Full skullet.
Yeah, full skullet. Mm-hmm.
So
and nobody's really talking about how he's dressed like the crocodile hunter.
Oh, that's true. He is doing a crocodile hunter thing, isn't he? Yeah.
So Carmen Presti begins emphatically insisting that Charlie, who lives in his home, actually learned how to use a screwdriver and a hammer and, quote, knows the difference between a Phillips head and the nail.
Can I say something? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reveal something about myself.
Okay.
From my own childhood, which is that I have a black belt. All right. Like I did Korean martial arts.
Okay.
Like, all the way through my like teenage years. And I'm looking about halfway through this 3-minute video, like 2 minutes in. There's a video of Charlie in his getup, right? And it is filmed. It looks it's so uncanny. That could be anyone that I ever learned karate from in this video. Like, it is the same blurry fucking like recording to tape camera, and like the guy who's the master always looks like that. He's got like such a weird 1990s karate guy look to him.
No, he does have the exact vibe of a guy who would go from teaching karate in a dojo to owning a chimpanzee.
It's all of these guys are the same guy. It's like a Steven Seagal affect.
The Steven Seagal.
He's like Steven Seagal, but he's the Steven Seagal of owning a chimp. It's uncanny. This video is so uncanny.
So, it's worth mentioning in this video, if you look it up, straight up, there is video footage of this chimpanzee doing a flying, like, tailspin kick.
Oh, yeah.
Like a full roundhouse.
He's
like,
pretty nutty.
It's kind of impressive.
Throw the fuck down.
He's pretty nutty with it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
He's he's flipping in the air, doing spins, kicking
What's
real high.
What's even more crazy is they got him in the fucking uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. This guy's bit is that he decided, I'm just going to take him to my dojo and teach him to throw a punch or two. And that snowballed into he made a career out of taking his karate chimpanzee to children's birthday parties. Hence the original photo.
Yeah, he's breaking boards.
Yeah.
This
they had him breaking the boards
crazy.
and everything.
Yeah. So really quickly run you through this video. It's, them interviewing Carmen Presti, the chimpanzee guy. He's showing the video people, the reporters, Charlie in his cage. He says that Charlie learned how to use tools and everything just by watching him. And
I feel like that's not true, but
yeah, I don't think that's true. He goes through, he tells a story of how he got this chimpanzee. They have this little picture of him and his wife and Charlie on the beach. And he says basically that I saw that chimpanzee and I fell in love like the way I fell in love with my wife. What did he mean by this? Nobody can know.
Not many can say. I feel like it's also important to note that immediately after saying that, this chimp was a major part of his marriage, which, by the way, you go to his Facebook page, Carmen Presti, who now runs in Niagara Falls an organization called The Primate Sanctuary. Same name on Facebook. So, you can browse to your heart's content while we talk about this. And because he does have a picture of him and his wife's wedding where he has 2 chimpanzees in tuxedos as like the best men.
That kind of rules.
It does rock.
Austin, when you get married, you gotta have a chimpanzee best man.
I would love to. They don't let you do that anymore, though, generally. So it's worth mentioning that as he's talking about how his wife, put him on this chimpanzee, he immediately follows it by saying, the chimp was very expensive and we ended up remortgaging our mother's home for the chimpanzee.
Yep.
Which was $50,000.
Yeah. Why was the chimpanzee $50,000? That's a lot of money, right?
That seems like you could have got a better deal.
Yeah, like we've talked about people buying and selling, we've talked about the exotic animal trade here. We know there's a lot of money to be made.
Gotta go to his Facebook page right
now. But $50,000. Remember, Jim Jones was selling spider monkeys for like $300 a pop.
He was.
Yeah.
This was in the 80s, though, I think.
That's true.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Does he treat this business Facebook page as his own?
Yes, he does do that very much. Which you will come to realize as we begin scrolling through more posts.
Whoa.
Yeah, hold on, we'll get to it.
I can't believe nobody donated on this.
And, people are
some out-of-pocket boomer stuff on
should
this
give him
page, I
$5
will say.
right now.
Returning to the
post
Nat
it.
Geo video, it's then just like Greg said, straight to tape recordings of Charlie throwing punches, doing flying kicks, and breaking boards. It's really, honestly, an impressive showing. I understand why he made a whole career out of this.
Yeah, the exact quote from him is, "Within an hour, I taught this chimp how to throw a left and a right punch, and it just kind of mushroomed from there." He learned faster than any human I've ever taught, and he said he learned combination kicks and the spinning heel kick, which he is known best for.
Yep.
Austin.
Yes, Greg.
We have to get to his Facebook page, please.
Hold on, really quickly. It's at this point in the video where he's giving his keys to unlock the cage to his chimpanzee to let themselves out. I believe this one is Kiko, the chimpanzee, who's still alive to my knowledge, and I realized, oh, I know this guy. He's in Buffalo. That's why I know that accent. He's got a sanctuary that he built as an attachment to his house, but it's not, it's very much not glamorous at all. And he's been talking about building a brand new site for a more high-tech advanced sanctuary for the last couple of years now. I don't think construction has started. But let's get to his Facebook page.
Okay, cool. I need to say something.
Primary source of income for donations, I'm assuming.
I need to say something because Austin,
yeah,
you included a few screenshots from his Facebook page, but you didn't include the best fucking one, which is just a little further down where he's again asking for donations. And he's doing a raffle, and one of the key items being raffled off is a signed O.J. Simpson jersey.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, one thing about him is
he loves the Bills.
Buffalo Bills fan is a big part of his personality.
Yeah.
But I actually did account for the O.J. Simpson autograph, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, because I have some news for him. I have some news for him that he's not going to like, unfortunately. Or I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
we gotta break some bad news to him.
I've got to break some bad news.
It's crazy.
To him,
They just let this guy on TV all the time.
Yeah, no, the local news
Buffalo
just lets him on whenever.
If you have a monkey, you can kind of do anything you want for attention. They're gonna put a camera on you.
I think so.
So,
right,
very quickly upon opening his Facebook page, you will realize that he is using this as his personal Facebook page. For example, one of the most recent posts is, "For all you cannabis smokers out there that believe smoking cannabis is the cure-all with no side effects, here's a pack of cigarettes from a pharmacy, late 1800s. Please read the cigarette pack. Now fast forward 125 years. They're no good for you! Personally, I believe any smoke that's inhaled is not good for you, and I'm not sure about edibles. It's too early yet, and we have enough guinea pigs out there to find out sooner or later. Hope I'm wrong. Wait, I heard history does repeat itself. What's your thought on this? Please comment."
It's got one
you nailed
laughing reaction.
Yeah, that's the thing. He only gets 1 or 2 likes on any of these posts. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But by the way, his point here is that this old cigarette pack says for Qatar, hay fever, cold in the head, headache, asthma.
We all know that they used to sell cigarettes medicinally.
Yeah. They sell heroin medicinally.
Now, can we please talk about the elephant in the room post?
Which one's that?
Sure.
There's a lot, I feel like.
Well, I feel like I should read it out loud, but I'm afraid to. So I'm going to preface this with, folks, I am not speaking my own opinion here. I am reading verbatim.
This is Greg's real opinion on the state of American politics.
We're going to cut this out and post it on the Twitter as Greg gives his thoughts on the drug trade.
Let's set the scene, folks. So the image is a news clip of 7 spider monkeys found hidden inside backpack by Border Patrol. That sucks. That's horrible.
Terrible.
Let's read what Carmen wrote.
Yeah.
Quote, "Besides people coming into our country illegally, bringing fentanyl, drug cartel,
yeah,
murderers, rapist, singular, gang members, gang is
plural,
capitalized, terrorist, singular. The one group they're not talking about, which affects me, the blank, new paragraph, primate smugglers. for every one primate that's smuggled into the United States, between 3 to 5 will die for that one. So these 7 babies that were saved by Border Patrol, we spelled border wrong, that was headed for the pet trade market, selling for H10 to 20K, while the world losses 21 to 35 spider monkeys and all the generations produced over their natural lifespan. Spam. This
Not
sucks.
Spam.
They shoot the mother hoping the baby doesn't die when Ma falls out of the tree. Let that sink in. Shut the border. Build a wall. Do something to stop this. Period, exclamation point, exclamation point. Help these beautiful, intelligent, amazing animals survive in their natural habitat, not on TikTok. Good people do things legally. So, and he
I just
also...
want to say,
exclamation marks.
I also want to say that he posts everything twice. He comments.
He does
on it,
do that,
and he quotes it like a quote retweet would be, and then he also makes a comment on the thing with the same thing.
Yeah, he'll quote it with like, "Not a lot of people have seen this yet," or "Not any comments yet," you know. Or like
on the
anybody
weed one,
seen
he
this?
actually reposted it and said, "Are you all too high to comment?"
Oh yes,
LOL.
that's I saw that. It was
that
so
was
good.
a good one. He kind of got their asses.
Yep.
So I just want to say that this guy is like very predictably obsessed with monkeys.
Yeah.
All of the
He's
this is
got
the
boomer
case for
autism.
many of this is the case for many of these guys where they get a pet monkey thinking like it's going to be cute. They realize it's a massive commitment, and then they end up using, I don't know where he gets this money from, but he ends up using this money to build a little, enclosure, and then it spirals from there because he's like, well, now I got to be registered as a sanctuary, to write off all these costs, and then he gets more monkeys, and then it just becomes his whole life, basically.
Yeah.
So that's where he is now. He runs a primate sanctuary where like unwanted pet primates go to him, and that's like, I've worked for a guy who did that. He lived in this place. He got a monkey, realized it was too much. Then he started taking in other people's pet monkeys to be like a sanctuary. It's weird because it's like, I don't know, like other more legitimate sanctuaries wouldn't take in these monkeys really. He's taking in like the real bottom of the barrel monkeys, like they've been pets for 20 years or they've been locked in a research cage for 20 years. Things that like other places would just like euthanize, to be honest. So it's like,
it's well
I
intentioned,
don't know
but
how
it
I feel
is a
about
crazy
this.
person thing to do.
Yeah. And honestly, he does seem like a single issue voter for Trump specifically because of spider monkey smuggling.
It's crazy, actually.
Because he's like selling Pride game tickets to the Sabres games. He's like, it's the Pride game, come and get them. And so it's like he's clearly not like
Come and get
that
your
kind
hockey queers.
yeah, like he's very clearly like singular.
He's a single issue voter, but it's purely about the spider monkey trade.
Well, he also does hate the drug cartels and the rapists and the terrorists and the murderer.
Yeah, but who's to say if that's only because they're also smuggling monkeys?
I don't know.
Happy Easter, my friends. 50 hard-boiled eggs, $50.
There's no way did he post that.
It's part of a longer post, but does he know? Does he know? Why would you just call it that? It's an Easter egg.
Oh. Is that what he means by hard-boiled egg?
Oh, I see. He's tricking the monkeys into either eating a marshmallow egg or a hard-boiled egg.
Oh.
It's like a little bit he's doing. But yeah, no, so this is like a very shoestring operation. Pretty much all of his posts he's asking for money on. He's very much complaining about like how inflation is making it more and more impossible to run this, which, I mean,
you can't afford a primate sanctuary in Biden's America. I don't think I want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I think he's a Trump guy. I think he's a lunatic.
No, I do too.
Yeah.
I think he's too preoccupied with the monkey stuff to like be more wrapped up in the culture war. Like, I think this is like his only like culture war can.
Yeah, there's no culture war posting going on here other than this.
It's just about the monkeys. Like, that's all he seems to care about. So like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the weed post kind of came out of nowhere, but
yeah, that is also strange. I don't know where that came from, but If you scroll to the beginning of the Primate Sanctuary's post, it's very obvious that at some point in 2020, this page was formed under the watchful eye of some kind of intern or social media person. I don't know if maybe he had to like delete something and like restart the page, but at first I was like, maybe he said something crazy about COVID and he had to get like an intern to take over so people stop being mad at him. But no, like he doesn't even like, he's not even a COVID denier or anything. Like he's kind of normal in that respect.
He's you without a college education. Because he's like obsessed with the Sabres and the Bills.
Yeah,
he loves monkeys in a highly autistic fashion. And he's living his dream. This is you. This could be you.
Yeah, this could be you.
You are two sides of the same coin.
So, back to Charlie the Karate Chimp. There was basically, the video goes on to say that by the time Charlie turned 10, he was too strong to take out of his cage. So he had to retire the act. I'd like to see the very last act before he realized he was too strong.
What happened? Charlie just kind of throttles a child.
Like shakes him a little too hard, but it's Buffalo, so no one does anything about it. You know, it's just
what is going on in Buffalo, man?
I don't know.
Listen, it's cold and cloudy and dark there for 9 months out of the year. The people there are desperate for anything.
All the way down to 2020, dude. He posts like fucking 10 times a day.
No, I eventually realized that it was impossible to keep scrolling because of the sheer volume of posts.
I've been scrolling.
And I went to his photos tab and just scrolled all the way to the bottom and just like scanned quickly from the bottom up.
Yeah, okay, I did the same for his videos tab. And in his videos tab, I found something really magnificent.
Beautiful. How far down do I gotta go?
All the way. It's like one of the first videos he's posted. Just go to the videos tab, you'll see it. But it is not the Facebook Live. It is you saw it. It's the monkey doing the Bills table smash.
Yup!
He has a video of what kind of monkey is this, Austin? Can you? I don't know what it is.
Hold on, let me pull up the thing. Yeah. But I will say, on that note, he doesn't really dress up his monkeys, with the exception of he dresses up this one macaque in Bills jerseys frequently, to where it's like, I mean, you would think he knows better than to do that, but then he does that specifically.
I gotta say, if this guy was even just a little bit more technologically literate, the monkey going through the table for the Bills would be the most viral video on the
internet. Yeah, it's grainy. He put it in slow motion, and you can't see what's happening. And he also put one of the Bills kind of songs, like That's
just Seven Nation Army, dude.
Oh, was it something? Oh, never mind. I got it confused with another video though.
I see him and a monkey.
Yeah, right. The guy's name is literally Jack White. Anyway.
Oh yeah, he's got a capuchin that he's sent sailing through this little table.
It's so good.
I mean, honestly, that rocks. I can't say anything about that. Sorry to say, folks, but that rocks.
Yeah. Hey, if Gorilla Radio Show ever goes
concerning
on tour, if we ever do a live show, trust we will have a monkey do a table smash at the start of every set.
We'll hire this guy.
Yeah, we'll hire Mr. Carvin Pressey to do it for us.
I will say the one concerning thing, which sort of comes with the territory of taking in every island of misfit monkey that people don't want, unfortunately, is that some of these monkeys look real gross and sickly. Like, if one of the monkeys, he did a joke where he was like, "Oh, Taylor Swift spotted a Josh Allen jersey, and he's got a macaque in a Josh Allen jersey with a blonde wig."
Yeah,
but there's very clearly open herpes sores on the monkey's mouth. So it's I don't know. That seems like I sure hope you know what herpes B is, but maybe not. Oh yeah, there was a Cracked.com article covering the Karate Chimp lately that was just titled "Some Maniac Taught a Chimp Martial Arts." I just think it's literally just what we've talked about, but I think the way they write it is funny.
This is written by Ryan Menezes.
Yeah, it says, Presti took Charlie, quote, to the dojo where he taught the chimp to throw punches. Presti offers no explanation for why he did this. Charlie the Karate Chimp, not to be confused with Charlie the Smoking Chimp.
Not to be confused with Azalea the Smoking Chimp.
I guess we gotta put Charlie the Smoking Chimp on our radar.
Yeah, I had never heard of Charlie the Smoking Chimp.
We gotta put every time we get well, I don't want to hear about anybody from South Africa.
That's true.
Okay.
Just some guy who's like, yes, I made the chimp smoke cigarettes. He gets to live in the right town.
No, South Africans do sound fucked up like that.
Yeah, but they sound fucked up in a different way that French people sound fucked up.
They sound fucked up in like the most, like, no matter where you're in the world you're from, you're like, that guy's racist.
Yeah, they sound like even worse Australians.
They have they have it's an evil accent. They're ontologically an evil group.
Yeah, like fill the Death Star with motherfuckers in a South African accent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Charlie gained fame for his karate skills that when he turned 9 and Presti threw him a retirement party, Chuck Norris sent his regards in the form of an autographed photo. And now I saw that and I was like,
hold on.
Huh. How'd you get an O.J. Simpson autograph, Chuck Norris autograph? And scrolling on his page, he's got Tiger Woods autograph, Taylor Swift autograph. He's got Ringo Starr autographs. Wow, this is crazy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say this. He raffles off really like famous high profile autographs on his page to raise money for his monkey sanctuary. I looked up the little autograph authenticator he uses and I posted it on Reddit and everyone was immediately like, oh yeah, these are fake. Whether or not he knows they are fake is another question entirely.
He probably doesn't know.
Because here's the thing, frequently people will sell fake autographs to charities for these kind of raffles, and the charities are none the wiser. So whether or not he knows that these are fake autographs is another thing entirely, but these are for sure fake autographs. Sorry to say, folks.
For sure.
He like the sheer volume of autographs that he has on his page.
Your side
is astounding.
hustle can't be celebrity autographs, and you're doing that better than you're doing taking care of monkeys. In your
It raises an eyebrow or two.
At least one or two, right?
Maybe 3.
Charlie the Chimp unfortunately passed away in 2013 at the age of 27 years old. Last December, Carmen posted this. I'm just going to read the whole post through and through because it's a very, I don't know, you deserve to hear it in his own words, I suppose.
Yeah.
Happy heavenly birthday to Charlie the Chimp, the greatest of all time. He shortened it to GOAT with periods in between the letters.
Nice.
How lucky and blessed we were to have you in our life. People who never met you have no idea how amazing you were, and everyone who knew you all have a story to tell. Your smile, sense of humor, and love of people, especially children, amazed me. And how you pick up on body language and attitudes. Oh yeah, how can I forget your love of boots and slippers? LMAO. What I miss the most are your crushing hugs and shoulder bites, our car rides with Kiko, and watching the Buffalo Bills games while I'm trying to save the food in the cooler for halftime from you and Kiko. I'm lucky I got through the first quarter. And our family Christmas breakfast, I still can't watch those videos. Fishing on the boat or 12 Mile Creek, I can go on and on.
Is Kiko his
One thing
wife
I hate
or another monkey?
It's another chimp.
Okay.
Yeah, Kiko is another chimpanzee. One thing I hated was your sign language skills and demands. Hurry, hurry, go, LOL, which is strange because I never saw him do sign language. I don't know if maybe that's true, but anyways, it says, you and Kiko were the only 2 chimpanzees in the world who made life easy for Ma and Dad. Your vets, pediatrician, otolaryngologist, I'm actually not sure what that word is, cardiologist, vet techs, aka the boo-boo girls. We never had to anesthetize or drug you guys for any medical treatment. Thanks for teaching Kiko to trust. I gotta name what you guys allowed us to do. Sutures, draw blood, EKGs, echocardiogram, blood pressure. Hardest to teach, x-rays, no drugs, and never anesthetized. Only thing I needed were a couple dumb suckers. One quick story, walking 200 pounds, you into Dr. Mike's vet office through the back door to get chest x-rays done on his brand new 3D x-ray machine. I remember hearing the vet tech saying, I hope he doesn't destroy it. I told you what we were doing and that you had to stay still. I laid you on the table, got you lined up, your hands behind your bed, told you to stay still as I stepped out of the booth to talk to you through the window, and we were done. I even got a photo. He says GOAT again. followed by the worst news of my life. X-ray showed enlarged heart. There better be a heaven or I'll be pissed. R.I.P. my boy. Love you, Ma and Dad. See you soon. Holy shit, 2 hours to write that in 10 paper towels.
Wow, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he said, holy shit, 2 hours to write that in 10 paper towels. I'm a mess. Last day to make a 2023 tax-deductible donation. Donate here below. Okay.
Okay, can I just say, is he like a chimp whisperer?
I think
I don't know. Like,
because if he's actually pulled this off, he should
the
have
fact
a
that he's
job at the
pulled this off
greatest
somehow
research facility on Earth
is kind of insane, because I don't know how, like, he obviously got the chimps young, and I am frankly I am frankly amazed that he was able to walk a chimpanzee into a vet office and just have him just chill there for an x-ray. Like,
and he did that without incident for 27 years.
Yeah.
That's kind of a miracle, especially because on his personal Facebook page, you scroll down and you see on Halloween in like 2013, he has posted Kiko on the roof of his house, and he says, Kiko getting ready to jump on kids for their candy. Yup, that's how chimps get their treats. LOL.
This guy should be way more internet famous than he is.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre that like no one knows who this guy is when
no juice.
He has a chimp that did spinning heel kicks and shit. Like, he was flying through the air doing, like, Tekken moves.
It's the curse of Western New York. Like, you know, you can't escape Buffalo.
Yeah, you can't escape Buffalo under any circumstances.
It's like being the most famous man in Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They know me all through.
He only has 1,000 likes on his
he barely has
Sanctuary
He's got 1,000 followers on a Sanctuary page.
Yeah, like I said, he has 2 likes per episode, like, per post.
I don't know where he's getting this money, because how did he have the money for a karate dojo as well?
I think it's like,
was it just cheaper back then?
Probably the kids who go to his karate dojo.
Where's his personal Facebook page? What's his name again?
Carmen Presti. It's basically, recently, it's all just duplicate posts, because he treats this as his, like, main Facebook page. But
I just keep getting random locals.
I don't know then. It's, if you go on the Sanctuary page, he like quote posts his other page, and you can just click on that. He also very frequently like posts passing his USDA inspections and like celebrating and like, thank God Almighty that we passed again. So like it feels like he's hanging on by a fingernail in every sense.
It is fucking crazy
possible
that this
for
guy even
Monkey Sanctuary
does this.
I don't know how he's managing this. If he goes bankrupt, what would even happen?
The government comes and takes the monkeys, right? Yeah,
but the government doesn't have anywhere to take monkeys like that. That's why people have to make sanctuary. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the government allows places like this to operate because it's like, oh, what are they going to do? Either they kill a chimpanzee, which, you know, bad press probably, or like they build facilities, which God knows the government would never set aside money for monkeys. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like an unspoken thing that the USDA has a very, very low bar for these places, because they just won't shut them down, because otherwise they're going to have to find something to do with these monkeys, because accredited sanctuaries don't have the capacity that random dudes like this do, that are just like dedicated and willing to spend all of their money and have monkeys in his house.
Yeah.
So it's a very like, I don't know, like it's not something I would ever be like, the government should raid, like, you should get the ATF to shut this guy down.
Money. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't seem like he's like struggling at all. He's constantly doing raffles and giveaways. He's got money to front for a lot of this.
Yeah, I will say the thing with the raffle angle is he's for sure making money off that. Like, I think 90% of my grandma's like possessions she won in a raffle. Probably people in Buffalo love raffles and gambling.
His whole family looks like my family that lives in New York. Like, and I'm sure it looks like your family that lives in New York too, because you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about Austin. It's that
Yeah, a little
same
bit.
fucking haircut that the old ladies have.
Yeah.
They have that
is.
exact fucking haircut. I don't know why, but I've never seen it anywhere other than there.
Yeah, I just, yeah, it's funny that we have, like, these eccentric and ethically questionable weirdos that just form this, like, warrior caste of chimp handlers sprinkled throughout the country that the government is just turning a blind eye to because otherwise they'd have to, like, fix something themselves.
This is crazy. He was kind of yoked at one point.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he was probably, like, pulling a fully grown adult male chimpanzee in and out of a cage every day.
He's got something going on here. Chandran's gonna like it. He's got something going on here.
Why did you think I was like this? Do you think this is my type?
Because you like guys.
I mean, he ran a karate dojo. I hope he'd be in shape.
I'm just going through his Instagram page now because it's crazy all the shit he's got in here. This man has he's got a signed Bills jersey for everybody on the fucking team.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry to say, these autographs have got to be fake.
You can't collect the entire roster on a primate.
Like, there's no way you just have Josh Allen's autographed helmet and just giving it away.
What are you talking about?
On a page with 1,000 likes. The other concern I have for him, besides the fact that I don't know if he knows what herpes B virus
doesn't care. He's got it.
On a couple of occasions, he's passed off stereotypic, like, stress-induced behaviors as, like, quirky and cute, when that's usually a very bad sign for monkeys in captivity. Like, he posted this video of his monkey, and he was like, "Do you want to draw the tickets for the raffle?" Which, by the way, he has a monkey draw the raffle tickets, which is a part of the appeal. And she starts, like, shaking her head up and down really hard, and it's like, oh no, that's not like he was like, look, she's nodding. No, that's like severe, like, mental problems. That's, like, really bad, actually. That's like something that the USDA may actually shut you down for if they see it in person.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, like, we had at the place where, very similar situation, I worked at this little shitty zoo in rural North Carolina, who also only certified by the USDA. Also a guy who got a pet monkey, then realized, oh, this is bad, I shouldn't have a pet monkey, let's make it a sanctuary instead. They've since sold the place to someone else, probably because they ran out of money to run the sanctuary, but they hand-reared this one Pattis monkey a bit too much, and if you hand-rear a monkey as a human and don't give it primate socialization, it'll start to do crazy shit, like, it started walking around on its hands instead of its feet, like doing handstand walking. That's like something that they were like, we, like, try to keep her out of the view of the USDA inspectors because they might, like, take her.
Oh my god.
To be fair, they were also harboring a beaver illegally in their woodshed.
That's awesome, though.
What do you mean harboring a beaver?
You're just harboring a beaver. They just live outside.
I guess they found a beaver
that
got, like, hit by a car, and then they took him in, and then they realized after they took him in that it's illegal to have a beaver in captivity in North Carolina because that's just wildlife, that's local fauna.
Yeah.
But they kept him anyway, so, you know, not super ethical, but who knows.
He got hit by a car.
He did get hit by a car.
A lot of crazy shit goes on in the woods. When I went to North Carolina a couple weeks ago, I met just like a park in Banner Elk. I just met a possum. Her name was Lucy or Ellie or something. Just got to pet a possum. They were like, yeah, she lives here full time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
you know they can't get rabies?
They can't?
Possums can't catch rabies, and they can't catch most diseases because their internal body temperature is so low that things can't survive in it.
Oh,
Huh.
So no.
What's with all the hate for them then? Is it just that they
look the way they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucked up little guys. They also play dead and shit.
Yeah, and they eat garbage. They're like raccoons. They'll just eat anything.
I don't want to touch that. You've been in my garbage.
I did pet it. It was very soft.
I throw that shit away for a reason.
They were very, very soft. Like downy. I don't know.
Really?
So,
That's nice.
Yeah.
The other concerning thing, which maybe not really any fault of his own, is some of his macaques are living full-time in these really small research cages. And he says allegedly that they refuse to leave their tiny research cages because while they were being experimented on, they lived in it for a full 25 years, and they would just freak the fuck out if they went to an actual, like, proper enclosure. I have never known a sanctuary fail to get a research macaque sort of habituated to a more healthy enclosure. But at the same time, I know how picky accredited sanctuaries are, and sometimes they will refuse sufficiently fucked up macaques. So it could be the case that this monkey is just genuinely so fucked up that it refuses to leave its little hole.
And this guy is just taking bottom of the barrel primates.
You know, I really started this whole thing ready to shit on this guy, but I really do think he might have a heart of gold.
His
heart of gold is maybe a bit far, but
yeah,
he doesn't
maybe
seem like a terrible evil person.
No, he doesn't seem bad.
He's politically conservative, reactionary, right? We can acknowledge this. He is very passionate about primates and
loves the monkeys, though.
Loves the monkeys.
You know, I can't necessarily fault him for everything here. Maybe if someone could sit me down with him, I could explain some things about like what herpes virus is and how you need to be careful with that shit, dude.
He's gotta know, right? He's been doing this for 30 years, dude. He's gotta know.
The thing is, though, at the place that I worked at, again, very similar situation, also had been doing it most of his life. Not a single person there believed me when I told them about herpes B. Like, not only did they not know, they like didn't believe me and ignored me. I was like, guys, please!
Is herpes B the one that kills you?
No, it's the one that kills you. And like, honestly, the transmission rate isn't like super high, but like, it's something where if like monkey pee splashes in your eye and it happens to be while they're actively shedding the virus, because you know herpes cycles in and out or whatever, you like probably will die. It's not like, it's obviously super rare, but like it can happen. And the thing is, if it did happen, they wouldn't know that's why they died mysteriously. They would just think they caught like super cancer all of a sudden.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Has anybody ever worked for that guy gotten super cancer?
I don't know. I don't know.
That would be something to find out.
I couldn't tell you. By the way, to kind of loop back to Austin's point earlier about him showing off like really bad social behaviors and signs as like cute. So I went back all the way to his very first video on this channel, which is a live stream. And he's like doing a routine. This is what I would imagine he does like at kids' birthday parties and stuff. Like he brings out all the monkeys on the table and, you know, has them dance around, and he does like, oh, this is a Japanese snow macaque. It's called that because it's from Japan and it lives in the mountains and it's a macaque. You know, like, oh, thank you. Really? Is that true?
That's what they're saying.
But he specifically like irritates the monkeys to show off like different social like signifiers. Like he like pokes and prods at one of the, I think Diana. He pokes at a little monkey, I think it's a macaque named Diana, to force her to bare her fangs, you know, do the smile.
He's I genuinely think that he is passionate about monkeys, and maybe someone needs to explain like how some of these behaviors, even if like they just happen because, you know, they're fucked up monkeys, you know, maybe not something you should like induce or advertise as happening. Or I guess that's the thing with the little tiny cages that one monkey was in too, because even if that sort of monkey did exist at another sanctuary, you wouldn't hear about it because they wouldn't want to advertise something that depressing as a part of their mission, which I guess good on him for being very more upfront and honest about it than anyone else. But at the same time, I don't know.
He also on these old live streams. I'm just go through my notes in this live stream just while we're on the topic. He shows us what a pant hoot is, a chimpanzee pant hoot. And not by getting a chimpanzee to do it for us, not by showing us a video, but by just kind of like warming up, going like, and then he just goes for it. He's screaming at the top of his lungs.
He had to show us. That's all.
It's so good.
To be fair, I do that too. I do.
You
that.
do that.
You do that.
I do that.
We have a whole thing on the Twitch where you can make you do that.
Yeah, I mean, there is very much a point redeem on Twitch where I just have to start doing that.
He also mentions the organ grinder, the monkey, the organ.
Gotta mention the organ grinder.
Gotta mention the organ grinder.
It's the most important part of any monkey themed moment.
Mm-hmm. And he has the Maya, the rhesus macaque, fight a mirror. He's like, Austin, I want to ask you this if this is true, but he says the difference between monkeys and the great apes is that monkeys can't recognize their reflection and great apes can. And he shows a little hand mirror to Maya, the rhesus macaque, and she starts fighting the mirror and like trying to grab at the monkey behind the mirror, thinking it's like 3D. It's cute. It's funny.
Please confirm if that's true for us. But
Austin, is it true that monkeys can't recognize their reflection, but great apes can?
No, and here's the thing about mirror tests. There's a lot of myths surrounding the mirror test, but like there's like dogs and cats that know it's a reflection.
Yeah.
There's dogs and cats that don't, and that's funny because they're dumb. It really is just completely variable dependent on the individual animal's intelligence.
Okay.
I think their reaction to like who knows what they're thinking when they freak out on their reflection in the mirror, but like at my job when I was working with macaques, this one monkey would like use a mirror and like sort of like angle it so he could see what I was doing around the corner. So
cool.
they know how mirrors work.
Cool,
yeah,
it was really cool. I didn't stop him because it was cool.
Yeah,
I mean I don't know why I would stop him, but it's not like I'm hiding something from him. But you can't do that. You're getting too smart.
You do that.
We gotta stop this evolution right now, right here.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. He also posts every death in the sanctuary, which there's quite a few because. I don't know if he just has a lot or if these are just how sickly and downtrodden these monkeys he's taking in are. Because he really is taking in, like, the real, like,
he's taking
misfits.
In just straight up the dregs.
Like the demented ones, unfortunately.
Just like the absolutely, completely, like, screwed up.
Because I actually remember I called him on the phone a couple years ago because I was just, like, frantically looking for places I could volunteer at to get experience. I believe Kiko, his chimp that's still alive, part of the reason why she's so, like, amenable, it might be he, I don't know, so amenable to, like, human contact with him is that I guess she was maybe, like, abused as an infant. Like, I believe I was told that she was, like, clubbed and now she's deaf and has some brain damage or something.
She does look like she has brain damage.
Yeah, I don't remember the details on
damage.
that, but
yeah,
never heard.
But she is deaf, apparently. But Kiko is still alive. Really, but yeah, really, like you got some real messed up monkeys.
I do think it's really cool how it seems like this guy just lives with these chimps and it's like not a problem. Yeah, okay.
Well, they don't live in his house anymore.
Yeah.
Once they got too big, he built them enclosures attached to his house.
That like he keeps them locked up and like he knows that they're dangerous, right? He talks about it in the Nat Geo video, but like there's so many videos of them just like in Christmas sweaters, and we'll get to this in a second.
Yeah,
like just having meals at the kitchen table, or like.
One of the first
the trick-or-treaters,
one of the first pictures on his profile is Kiko, like, in the hood of his car, examining it, like, with a wrench.
It's so good. She's getting to work.
Yeah, no, I was wondering if maybe he had some weird opinions on COVID, and that's why he, like, restarted the page in 2020, but no, he actually had some pictures of Kiko wearing an N95 mask, which was funny.
Oh yeah. Also, he wasn't able to get PPE loans, right? I think.
Yeah, he like posted really frustrated. He was like, "Can anyone help me get a fucking PPE loan, dude? I'm tired of this." It sucks that he would have made out like a bandit if he got one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. No, he'd have been the one guy who had to pay him back.
Yeah, they're like, we don't believe this.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When Charlie died. He, obviously made a very sad post about it. And he said that one of his interns took his ashes to Africa to spread them in Africa. And he said, in parentheses, where all chimps belong, which I guess that's kind of sweet that his ashes were spread in Africa. That's, I don't know. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. This guy is just so strange.
He's a strange guy. He's sweet. He's weird. We do.
But he's also, a little.
He's a crank. He's a crank.
He's a crank.
He is a crank. I'm sorry to say.
He's like, your uncle who you don't see on the holidays because,
But yeah, no. At the very beginning of his Facebook page, there's pictures of, I think, Charlie in Christmas sweater, drinking milk, eating muffins, has a little hazelnut between his lips. Very funny. He's opening presents. There's a picture of Kiko wearing shorts, which also someone's got a maybe she's just wearing that because she's got a diaper on, which I know they put diapers on monkeys in places sometimes. But I guess this is also from like over 10 years ago, so maybe he's learned, but it's also right next to a chihuahua, which is very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Usually a chimp's first instinct when it sees a smaller animal like that is to just like smash it on the ground as hard as possible. So, props. Yeah. There's one of him in like a fucking sunroof car. Like the chimp is just there's one with the chimp staring menacingly at a birthday cake with candles lit, and it's just got this like very smug, weird grin on its face. Also in 2015, a picture of Kiko wearing a Colts beanie, watching the Colts game and screaming. Not sure if he had a Colts phase or something. That was back before the Bills were worth watching, I guess.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
I think we might have come to the end of our journey with Mr. Carmen Presti, though.
Please, God, if anyone... The guy on Twitter who put me on this said that his dad installed like a furnace for Carmen in the 90s and Charlie stole his hat. I need an in. I need to get a picture with like just with my arm around Kiko the chimpanzee just straight chilling.
Yeah.
I know it's unethical, but we can.
That would go crazy though.
Let's set aside ethics for just one moment and acknowledge that this would be a really cool picture to take.
Imagine if that was the banner of our Twitter.
Right? So I'm very sorry if anything we said in this episode ruined our chances of getting an interview with Mr. Carmen Presti. However,
but boy,
we keep it real on this podcast. You can't be saying some of that stuff on your Sanctuary page, sir.
Yeah.
But please come on the pod, please. Please. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've heard it a million times before, but you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Guerrilla Radio Show. We're streaming on Twitch. Streams are going to be a little less often right now. We're traveling.
I'm going to be in fucking Thailand.
Awesome,
sorry,
folks.
folks.
In Thailand.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the fucking place.
We'll try and make up for it, but as always, twitch.tv/Guerrilla Radio Show. And you can find us on Twitter at twitter.com or I guess x.com.
We're not calling it that.
Gorilla __
We're not calling it that. We're calling it Twitter.
Yeah,
we're dead naming it.
You can find us on Twitter at gorilla _ radio. That was everything. Thank you so much for listening.
So,
yeah. Greg, get back to Elden Ring.
No,
you got to get ready for the DLC.
He's playing like Stronghold Kingdoms or something. I saw his Steam
open. He is playing Stronghold Kingdoms.
But it's like playing Farmville. I just like have it.
Greg, can't you stream from your PS5? Like I know it'd be kind of bootleg, but it'd be something for them to watch.
Here's the deal with that. It's like it is technically feasible, but we run into the issue of there's no overlay.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
give the people something to watch.
Overlay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna be gone, so the Twitch folks will have zero content, and we'll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and find a bootleg way.
I implore you, please check out our Twitch while Chandran and Greg hold down the fort.
Woo!
But yeah, all right. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.